Save your liver from damage by avoiding these 5 foods and eating these 5 instead. Did you know that nearly 1 in 4 people around the world have some form of fatty liver disease, and many of them don't even know it? Our liver works like a silent superhero, filtering out toxins, metabolizing nutrients, and keeping us alive. But the truth is, what you put on your plate may either help your liver thrive or push it towards slow damage over time. If you've been snacking on chips, sipping sugary sodas, or loving those deep-fried treats a little too often, it's time to hit pause and rethink your habits. In this video, I'm going to tell you exactly how to save your liver from damage by avoiding these 5 foods and eating these 5 instead. So stick around until the end, because I'll also share 5 lifestyle habits beyond diet that may give your liver the protection it truly deserves. And as always, consult your healthcare professional before making any big changes. Now, let's begin with foods to avoid for liver health. 1. Sugary drinks and processed sugar. Processed sugar is more than just empty calories. It's a source of advanced glycation end products. These harmful compounds are formed when sugar molecules stick to proteins and fats, creating sticky byproducts that damage tissues and organs. In the liver, ages disrupt the structure of important proteins and enzymes, leading to oxidative stress. This means your liver cells get bombarded with unstable molecules called free radicals, which damage DNA, proteins, and cell membranes. Thus, your liver's natural defense system weakens, making it more vulnerable to inflammation, fibrosis, and cell death. Furthermore, every time you gulp down a sugary drink, your blood sugar shoots up fast and insulin levels soar to control it. But when such an event happens repeatedly, the body starts to ignore insulin signals, a condition called insulin resistance. The liver plays a central role here. As insulin resistance builds, the liver starts churning out more glucose on its own, making the problem worse. It also starts storing more fat, particularly dangerous visceral fat, deep inside the abdomen. This fat isn't just sitting there. It releases inflammatory chemicals that worsen liver inflammation and increase the risk of metabolic syndrome. According to JAMA Network, drinking 1 or more sugar-sweetened beverages a day nearly doubles the risk of liver cancer and raises the risk of dying from liver disease by 68% compared to 3 or fewer per month. 2. Alcohol. The impact of alcohol on your liver also involves a surge in reactive oxygen species, which are unstable molecules that attack everything in their path. These ROS overwhelm the liver's antioxidant defenses, leaving cells exposed to oxidative damage. This not only harms the liver cells directly but also disrupts their energy factories, mitochondria. When mitochondria are damaged, the liver can't produce enough energy to keep up with detoxification, protein synthesis, or fat metabolism. This energy crisis makes the liver sluggish and prone to fat accumulation, which further worsens liver function. Another hidden danger of alcohol is how it disrupts the gut-liver axis. Alcohol increases the permeability of the gut lining, often called leaky gut. This allows harmful bacteria and their toxins, such as lipopolysaccharides, to enter the bloodstream and travel directly to the liver. Once these toxins hit the liver, they trigger an immune response that floods the liver with inflammatory signals. This chronic, low-grade inflammation contributes to fibrosis, a condition characterized by the thickening and scarring of liver tissue. According to Frontiers in Medicine, drinking more than 12 units of alcohol per week significantly increases the risk of liver-related diseases. This study confirms that even moderate drinking may harm the liver, with a 47% higher risk of liver disease compared to non-drinkers. 3. Trans fats. The real danger of trans fats lies in how they interfere with the liver's fat processing machinery. They alter the structure of cell membranes, making them rigid and dysfunctional, which messes with how liver cells manage fats. This disruption leads to a condition called lipotoxicity, where fat builds up inside liver cells in toxic forms that impair cell function and survival. Instead of storing and breaking down fats properly, the liver starts hoarding them in unhealthy ways, creating an environment where fat droplets fill up liver cells, thus squeezing them and impairing their ability to work. Over time, this accumulation may cause the liver to swell, leading to steatosis, early-stage fatty liver. Trans fats are also bad because they change the way your liver normally balances cholesterol. Trans fats raise bad LDL cholesterol while lowering good HDL cholesterol, which is a dangerous combination for your liver. This imbalance contributes to plaque formation in the liver blood vessels, restricting oxygen and nutrient flow. As blood flow decreases, liver cells struggle to get what they need to function and repair themselves, leaving the organ in a constant state of stress. According to research, elaidic acid, a key trans fat, promotes NAFLD by increasing liver enzymes, reducing antioxidants, and accumulating in liver tissues, leading to oxidative stress and liver damage. 4. Processed meats. You might love the smoky flavor of bacon or the savory bite of a hot dog, but behind every slice of processed meat hides a set of hidden dangers for your liver. The first issue is the presence of nitrates and nitrites, which, when metabolized, may form harmful compounds called nitrosamines. These compounds are highly reactive and may directly damage liver DNA, leading to mutations that disrupt normal cell function. Over time, this DNA damage may spark inflammation, promote abnormal cell growth, and increase the risk of liver cancer. It's not just about one hot dog. It's the cumulative effect of these compounds building up over time that puts your liver under constant attack. Processed meats also contribute to liver damage through their high sodium content. While sodium is essential in small amounts, excessive intake from processed meats overwhelms the body's fluid balance, leading to water retention and increased blood pressure. For the liver, this means working harder to manage this imbalance, which adds stress to an already overloaded organ. High sodium levels may also cause endothelial dysfunction, impairing blood flow within the liver's microvascular system. This restriction reduces oxygen delivery to liver cells, creating a hypoxic environment that increases cell death, promotes fibrosis, and accelerates the progression of chronic liver disease. According to research, high intake of red and processed meat, especially when cooked at high temperatures, increases the risk of non-alcoholic fatty liver disease due to harmful compounds like heterocyclic amines. 5. Refined carbs. Refined carbs are stripped of fiber and nutrients, leaving behind a concentrated hit of sugar that floods your bloodstream. The liver, being the body's chemical processing center, has to absorb that sugar surge and figure out what to do with it. The first thing that happens is a rapid spike in blood glucose, forcing the liver to store the excess as glycogen, and once those stores are full, it starts converting the overflow into fat. This fat doesn't just sit in the liver harmlessly. It accumulates, leading to a condition called hepatic steatosis or fatty liver. Refined carbs also mess with your body's insulin response. Every time you consume these fast-absorbing carbs, your pancreas releases a flood of insulin to handle the glucose load, but over time, this constant demand leads to insulin resistance. The liver is one of the first organs affected. When it becomes resistant to insulin signals, it starts producing more glucose even when it's not needed. This dysfunctional glucose production creates a vicious cycle of high blood sugar, high insulin, and fat buildup in the liver. According to PubMed, refined grain starch intake is positively linked to liver fat accumulation, while whole grain starch shows an inverse relationship with liver fat. Now that we've talked about some foods to avoid to protect our liver health, let's continue the conversation about 5 extremely beneficial foods for our liver health. 1. Coffee. If you're a coffee lover, here's some good news that might just make you savor that morning cup a little more. Your daily coffee habit could be one of the best things you can do to protect your liver. The key player here is chlorogenic acid. a powerful antioxidant that helps neutralize harmful free radicals. These unstable molecules are constantly produced in the liver as it processes everything you eat and drink, and when they pile up, they may damage liver cells, DNA, and proteins. By sipping on coffee, you're helping your liver mop up those free radicals before they cause long-term harm. Coffee also contains compounds like cafestol and carweol, which stimulate the liver's natural detox system. These compounds activate certain enzymes that help flush out toxins and harmful substances, including those that may lead to liver fibrosis or even cancer. They work by enhancing the liver's phase E detoxification pathways, which are responsible for turning fat-soluble toxins into water-soluble forms that may be safely excreted from the body. By drinking 2 to 3 cups of coffee daily, ideally without too much added sugar or cream, you're helping your liver stay lean, functional, and better equipped to handle the demands of daily life. According to Science Direct, coffee may help prevent liver diseases like NAFLD and cirrhosis through its antioxidant and anti-inflammatory effects. 2. Leafy greens. Leafy greens deliver a unique compound called sulforaphane, found especially in cruciferous varieties like Kale and Arugula. Sulforaphane activates the liver's master detox switch, a pathway called NRF2, which turns on genes that produce antioxidant and detoxifying enzymes. These enzymes help the liver neutralize harmful chemicals, protect DNA, and reduce inflammation. It's like flipping a switch that supercharges your liver's natural defense system, helping it stay strong against the daily barrage of environmental toxins, pollutants, and metabolic waste. Moreover, leafy greens are also very good for you because they have a lot of folate, a B vitamin that is very important for a process called methylation. Methylation helps the liver process and eliminate toxins, hormones, and even excess fats by attaching chemical tags to them, making them water-soluble and easier to excrete. Without enough folate, methylation slows down and toxins may build up, putting extra pressure on the liver. Folate also helps regulate homocysteine levels, an amino acid that, when elevated, may contribute to liver inflammation and scarring. Eating about 1 to 2 cups of leafy greens daily, raw in salads, blended into smoothies, or lightly cooked, may provide the folate your liver needs to stay efficient and balanced. According to PubMed, higher intake of green leafy vegetables is linked to a lower risk of NAFLD, especially in women and non-obese individuals. 3. Fatty fish. Fatty fish are rich in omega-3 fatty acids, which play a critical role in reducing liver inflammation. When you eat these fish, omega-3s like EPA and DHA get incorporated into liver cell membranes, making them more flexible and resilient against stress. This flexibility allows liver cells to communicate better, process fats more efficiently, and respond to inflammation without breaking down. Omega-3s also help suppress the production of harmful molecules called cytokines that fuel chronic liver inflammation. Fatty fish are also packed with vitamin D, a nutrient many people don't get enough of but one that's crucial for liver health. Vitamin D helps regulate the immune response in the liver, preventing it from becoming overly reactive to minor threats. A lack of vitamin D has been linked to an increased risk of liver diseases, including NAFLD and liver fibrosis. By ensuring your liver has adequate vitamin D, fatty fish help support the liver's role in metabolizing fats, processing toxins, and managing inflammation. Eating 2 to 3 servings of fatty fish per week, each about 3.5 ounces cooked, is a practical target for protecting liver health. From ResearchGate, a study on 44,139 adults found that higher intake of oily fish and its fatty acids, MUFA, PUFA, omega-3, may lower NAFLD risk, especially in women. The protective effect was seen for both NAFLD and metabolic dysfunction-associated fatty liver disease. 4. Nuts. One of the most impressive benefits of nuts comes from their rich content of unsaturated fats, particularly monounsaturated and polyunsaturated fats. These healthy fats help reduce liver fat accumulation by improving how liver cells break down and use fats for energy instead of letting them pile up. When your liver has a steady supply of these good fats, it becomes more efficient at processing triglycerides and cholesterol, helping prevent the progression of fatty liver disease. Additionally, these fats lower levels of harmful LDL cholesterol, which can contribute to liver inflammation and damage if not managed properly. Nuts are also a powerhouse source of vitamin E, a fat-soluble antioxidant that acts as a natural shield for liver cells. Vitamin E helps neutralize free radicals, those unstable molecules that may damage proteins, fats, and DNA inside the liver. This antioxidant action is essential because the liver is constantly exposed to oxidative stress, especially when breaking down toxins or processing high-fat meals. By supplying vitamin E through whole foods like nuts, you support the liver's ability to repair itself and prevent the buildup of scar tissue. A daily serving of nuts, about a small handful, roughly 1 ounce, is enough to deliver these benefits. By making nuts a part of your regular diet, you're not just enjoying a crunchy snack. You're actively giving your liver the nutrients it needs to thrive, keeping it resilient, balanced, and ready to handle whatever life throws your way. From MDPI, a meta-analysis of over 90,000 people found that higher nut intake may lower non-alcoholic fatty liver disease risk, likely due to antioxidant, anti-inflammatory, and weight control effects. 5. Olive oil. Every time you drizzle a little extra virgin olive oil on your salad or cook with it in the kitchen, you're doing more than just adding flavor. You're actually helping your liver stay healthy and strong. Olive oil is loaded with unique compounds that protect liver cells, reduce fat buildup, and calm inflammation. One of the most powerful elements in olive oil is oleic acid, a monounsaturated fat that helps regulate how the liver processes and stores fats. When you consume olive oil, oleic acid encourages the liver to burn fat for energy rather than store it, which helps prevent fat accumulation that may lead to non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. A daily intake of about 1 to 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil is generally recommended to get these liver-protecting benefits. By making olive oil a staple in your diet, you're doing much more than adding a tasty touch to your meals. You're actively supporting your liver's ability to detox, regulate fat, and stay strong for the long haul. Olive oil intake improves liver health by reducing triglyceride accumulation, enhancing insulin resistance, and lowering inflammation, supporting its role in managing non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. Moving on, let's discuss 5 lifestyle habits to protect your liver. I know it's tempting to focus only on food, but your daily habits matter just as much when it comes to protecting your liver. If you're like me, wanting to feel more energized and healthier and protect your liver long term, you've got to go beyond diet. So, let's go through 5 simple, practical lifestyle shifts you may make to give your liver the love it needs. 1. Get moving. Even a little counts. You don't have to be a gym rat. Just 30 minutes of brisk walking, light jogging, or even dancing in your living room helps your liver burn fat and improves insulin sensitivity. Staying active prevents fat buildup in the liver, helping it function better over time. 2. Prioritize quality sleep. Your liver detoxifies while you sleep. Aiming for 7 to 9 hours of good sleep each night helps regulate hormones and reduces liver stress. Poor sleep increases cortisol and promotes inflammation, which may damage your liver cells silently over time. 3. Limit over-the-counter medications. I get it, reaching for painkillers like acetaminophen seems harmless, but overuse may quietly overload your liver. Always follow dosing guidelines, and if you rely on OTC meds often, talk to your doctor about liver-safe alternatives. 4. Manage stress with purpose. Chronic stress sends a flood of stress hormones like cortisol through your body, which promotes liver inflammation. Finding ways to manage stress, whether it's deep breathing, yoga, or just sitting in nature, may go a long way in protecting your liver. 5. Avoid toxins where you can. I know we can't live in a bubble, but reducing your exposure to toxins, like cleaning chemicals, pesticides, and even some beauty products, gives your liver fewer chemicals to process. Use natural products when possible, ventilate your space, and always read labels carefully. If you and I keep eating foods high in added sugars, unhealthy fats, and processed stuff, we're slowly putting our liver at risk, whether we feel it or not. The good news is you may take action. By cutting back on these harmful foods and adding more nutrient-packed choices like coffee, leafy greens, fatty fish, nuts, and olive oil, you're giving your liver the tools it needs to stay healthy. I know it may feel overwhelming, but trust me, these small changes may make a huge difference. Your liver is working overtime every day to keep you safe, so why not give it a little love back? By making smarter food choices, you're taking a proactive step toward keeping your liver and your whole body thriving. In this amazing video, we learned about all the foods to protect your liver, along with some to avoid during the journey. But did you know that there are many ways to protect your health? Want to find out more? Watch 10 healthiest breakfast foods you should be eating every day. Or watch Flush Out Cholesterol by eating these 10 heart-healthy foods. Watch one, or even better, watch both. What other foods are good or bad for our liver? Let us know in the comments below.